Hi, everybody. Welcome to Life in the Bear Cave with Andy Bundy. It's been a hot minute since our last episode. I think, what was it, January? So we're probably hitting 9, 10 months from the last episode. Um, one of my big issues, I'll be transparent, is I don't like doing the podcast by myself. So because of that, I brought in some reinforcements. So say hello
Hello.
to Bookslap.
Hi. Did I say hello too quickly? I'm too excited.
That's okay.
Too excited.
Bookslap's been a fantastic mod here in the Bear Cave, so most people listening to this know who he is. But can you tell us a little bit about yourself, just for those who maybe listen to the podcast but have no idea who you are?
Well, sure, I can do that. My name is Bookslap. I am part of the Bear Cave. I am a mod. I am also a streamer. I'm a real live human being. So if you've never seen me before, hello, this is me. You might see my dogs walking around behind me. You might hear them cough and hack because one of them sounds like a goose. And I'm very excited to be here. I was popping while I was off camera. I can't tell when I'm off camera, so I was just vibrating with excitement.
Well, that's fantastic. So yeah, Bookslap's helped me kind of get together a little bit of a semblance of order for this podcast, and it's going to be a little bit more structured than maybe the stuff I've done in the past.
We have maybe been discussing this for a while now. Maybe possible.
I mean, we even got to the point where we have a topic list.
Note there.
Yep.
I'm backwards on my own screen, so I
understand.
I don't know where I am. I'm basically floating in space. This is an accurate reflection of my life in the Bear Cave. I don't know about you, Andy.
I mean, you're pretty consistent when it comes to being in there.
That's true. That's true.
So what has happened since I should have looked when the last podcast was.
I'm pretty sure it was January, but yes, inquiring minds want to know what has been going on since the last podcast. Here, let me assume my listening pose.
All right, so the last one was January 5th. So 10 months ago, 11 months ago almost. There's been a lot that's happened. I mean, not just here or not just in Discord, but for me. We started Teamwork Tuesdays. That was one thing that we started. I mean, I was doing some cooperative games with Obi-Wan 362 and Drummer Doug, but Drama Club had kind of hit me hard and that kind of went off to the wayside. But after that had finished, picked up what we call Teamwork Tuesday. And Teamwork Tuesday is basically a segment where we play cooperative games together, whether it's me and Bookslap or Bookslap and like Calamity Nolan or myself. And I think I played with JJ for one stream.
You did. I know.
There's been
the important thing is that I kidnapped Andy from his original co-op, partners, and we put together a new one. They're lovely people.
They are. I mean, you got to actually meet Obi.
I did. A really, really nice guy. Good friend. Really, really. Go follow him. Don't follow me, but you can go follow him.
Let's look. I pulled up Solinome so I know what games I played this year too. Let's see. Arzette. We played Arzette. The Jewel Faramore. We've done the Backrooms Escape together more recently, which we'll talk about later. Banjo, Kazooie, Tooie, Nuts and Bolts, Castle Crashers, Castlevania. We'll talk about that later. Croc.
Andy might have gotten on a roll there.
Croc, Legend of the Gobos, the remake that they had, Diddy Kong Racing, Donkey Kong 64, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2, which I have to go back and finish. JJ reminded me earlier or yesterday in stream.
I'm sure he'll be in the comments reminding you again, yes.
Final Fantasy VI, that was the one I tried to play it and fell asleep. I was tired, not that it was boring.
Pains me. Fine, chat. We'll get him to play Final Fantasy X, the objectively best Final Fantasy. If you disagree with me, please like and leave a comment and subscribe to tell me that I'm wrong.
Oh no. Let's see what else we got. We got Fortnite. We got Gex, Enter the Gecko. We've got Hexen. Hey You Pikachu. Hop and Marty, which was a demo Banjo-Kazooie like game, indie game. Jackbox. We did a Jackbox stream. I forgot about that. Kara Quest 64, which was a demo. Klonoa Empire of Dreams, which was the Game Boy Advance game. Marbles on Stream, Mario Kart World, Mario Paint, Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3. I streamed the Microsoft Solitaire collection at one point.
What? I don't remember that.
Apparently, it's on
When
there.
did that happen?
I pulled up my game streamed in 2025. The data came from Sully Gnome. I can go back later in the calendar to find out when I did.
I wasn't expecting to learn. I watch all of your streams. I wasn't expecting to learn this.
It was less than an hour of stream time, so it must not have been a long thing with other things maybe. Metopia, Minecraft, which Metopia, the Arcade Bear said I probably need to finish that too.
Bookslap also said that, but it's fine.
Yes. Mouthwashing, we'll talk about that later. Peak, we've played a lot of that. Pinball, Power Wash Simulator, Repo, Sonic Superstars, finished it off with Crowd Control. Split Fiction, that was a Teamwork Tuesday game. Spyro 1 and 2. The Dark Forces remaster, Star Wars Dark Forces, Star Wars Episode 1 Racers, Star Wars Shadows of the Empire, Streets of Rage 2, which was a Teamwork Tuesday game. The PTSD.
There's so many games. Yeah, when you hit me with that pipe,
Yeah.
I didn't forget about the pipe in Streets of Rage.
There are 58 games, so we're almost there. This is number 50 was Mario 64. This is alphabetically. Super Mario Brothers 2, Super
For
Mario
anyone
Party.
who hadn't caught on.
Yes. Super Mario Party Jamboree plus Jamboree TV. We played both the regular and the Switch 2 version this year. Superman 64, Super Quest, Tron 2.0, and Uno. I didn't include like the just chattings, the unlisted on Twitch. But I've played a lot of games this year. It's November.
Andy is busy, chat. Just did you hear all that? Andy, if people wanted to catch up on any of those streams, where can they find them?
Well, one of two ways. You can go to andybundy.net, which is my main website, and look by game. Most of these I think I have on playlists on there. You can click on the game and find the playlist for it, or you can just look up Bundy's Streamland on YouTube, which may or may not be easier. It's all in stream date order, so as I finish the game, I'll upload it on the YouTube channel. So
I mean, personally, I think it's a great way to catch up because that's been a lot of time, and you know, the people they need their Andy time.
yeah, I have this isn't supposed to be like the full year recap. That's in 2 months at the end of the year.
That'll
But,
be episode 4.
but
This is episode 2.
377 hours streamed this year so far, and we haven't even
Do you
hit
rem-
November, December yet.
Do you remember to sleep? I shouldn't talk. This is I shouldn't I shouldn't judge. I've probably streamed a similar amount of time.
I do sleep every once in a while. But there's also a lot of other IRL stuff that I do that you've only streamed 421 hours. Actually, you streamed more than I have this year.
Yeah, that's why I shouldn't judge. Did you already have my information pulled up, or did you just pull it up right
I
there?
just pulled it up while we
Oh, okay. I was going to say, look, Andy may like to give the impression that he flies by the seat of his pants or that he doesn't like plan these things out, but in actuality, it's a carefully crafted ruse, chat. He'll say that I'm the organized one, but he's got it. He's the one who's actually got it together. He's the one pulling the strings, and I just show up and ramble and tie it in a crunchy, wrinkled bow.
So, talking about different things that we've done this year.
Speaking of crunchy, wrinkled bows,
The Discord's been kind of popping off this year.
It really has. It
When I
really
talk about
has.
life in the bear cave, a lot of this wanted to center around the community, the Discord, the Twitch community, everything like that. So, one other thing that we started when did we start doing the movie nights? It
Uh,
it
I don't
was
know.
we started doing Saturday night movie nights, and I can pull up the street the there's a
And you know what? You know what? While Andy's pulling that up, we have been consistent. Since the first official Saturday night movie night, we have hit every single Saturday. Whether
not every
Andy is hosting it, we have. I'm gonna state this now. I'm rewriting reality. Whether Andy is, I have that power chat as a mod. I'll abuse my mod privileges, which I will do. Don't make me time you out. I'll rewrite reality. We've hit every single Saturday, whether Andy is hosting it, whether I'm hosting it, whether we have guest hosts. It happens. It's
yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, we started on well, technically January 11th, we watched Wicked, then we went 2 months while I was doing drama club stuff, and then March 15th, we started with Captain Ron, and then we skipped, like, a week or 2, and then Perfect Blue on April 5th, and then after April 5th, we have been consistent every week.
It was just a long intermission. We didn't miss those weeks. It was just a long intermission chat.
But we've
That's all that.
watched 45 movies in the last since January.
So Andy, the people are curious. How do we exactly figure out what movie happens for movie night? How is that figured out?
So, it started out, I was just picking the movies, and then we started coming up with, "Oh, we need to watch this movie, we need to watch that movie." So I started a Google sheet, and we started listing a bunch of movies, myself, tons,
Just
Bookslap.
to be clear, this movie list started not as like, oh, we need to watch this. It was one of those like, wait a minute, so and so hasn't seen this movie that's really good. JJ, Bookslap, Andy, whoever. Oh, we should
Perfect.
watch this.
Yeah,
And
so
then the list
well,
started to
and
increase exponentially.
the list does continue to grow. We are at currently 170 movies right now. We have watched 45, and there are 100 oh, no, never mind. There are 125. I thought I was smarter when I made this, Google sheet
Half is
originally.
hard.
No, because I have a watched and then I have what the total, and I thought I pulled from the watched, but I didn't. But we've watched 36% of our movies currently as of this recording. Um, 36%, 45 watched, 125 total currently. And that does not include any of the holiday movies that we will be watching in post Thanksgiving.
You almost said December, but actually it'll be like that weekend.
Mhm.
The weekend. Yeah. Yeah, no, because holiday movies, they get their own list, right? Like
They get their own list,
they're special. Yeah, they
but
get special attention.
what I'm thinking about doing is I will move them to the all film list once we watch them. I'm thinking. I haven't
Chat,
decided
once
yet.
again, he's the one with the spreadsheets, recording data, handling the information. He actually likes data a lot, I've come to learn.
It's genetic.
He
We'll
does.
talk about that later.
It is it? Is that how that works?
Um,
I feel like there's a story there that you're just keeping from me.
there
Okay.
is. But return
Try
to the
not to be offended.
podcast. I probably have told you before, but
It's true. You probably have.
lots of stuff to talk about. We started the Teamwork Tuesdays. We've done the movie nights, and the voice channels have kind of picked up as well. Between late night hangouts, co-working time. So having that second,
Yep.
what do you call that?
Chat, a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, chat. If you're ever bored, if you're ever doing some real tedious stuff, you're filling out your spreadsheets. We might be regularly found in the Discord channels, just doing our work. Maybe listening to some music or anime in the background, having some polite chatter, sometimes complaining about tasks that people have to do, or sharing their work stories. But it's nice. It's nice to have that co-working time. Bring us all together as one
Mhm.
large, quite remote family.
And
But
if
we're not like one of those toxic workplace families. Don't worry.
that's true. Um, we don't have pizza parties.
I don't think pizza parties are inherently toxic.
They're
I just
not.
think, yeah, like let's not go and slander pizza here, right? We don't want
Right.
those kinds of comments on the podcast.
That's fair. That's
Chat,
fair.
leave a comment for your favorite two pizza toppings in chat.
Ooh, top 2 pizza toppings. But we've also created a bunch of breakout voice channels because the one general one was getting so big that we made one that was specifically for work, the Get Actual Work Done channel. We've made a Fortnite channel, a League of Legends channel, and then I also started working and messing around with temp channels where you can click on it. If you want to make your own voice channel, you click on it, it makes your own voice channel and text channel. We haven't really sussed that out yet. Like it's not a thing that people use too often, but it's something we're working on.
We like to give people options. I just spit all over my screen.
That's wonderful.
It's great. Chat, you're welcome. Exclamation mark hydrate.
Exclamation mark hydrate. Um, and not only has that happened this lots of hydrations, I should at some point keep track of how many hydrates and stretches and all of that that I've done this year. That would be a fun recap. I don't know if Twitch does that kind of maybe they do like channel points in general, but it'd be kind of cool to be
Maybe
like,
I think you can. I think you can get that.
mhm,
I think it's in there. I think it tells you for the redemptions. Yeah.
mhm. And so we've
That
talked
would
about
be like a good kind of trivia, wouldn't it?
that would. Another
It would be
oh,
like, wait, I'm sorry, I have to cut you off because I
okay.
just had a cursed thought. It would be like, the contest that a store will have where it's like, here's a jar full of beans. How many beans are in the jar? Whoever guesses closest, like without going over or whatever, gets some sort of prize. How many hydrates have there been on Andy's channel in a single year? And then what's the prize? Like, I don't know, maybe, um, I don't know. But then
$5 Steam gift
the
card
Steam gift card. They
or
get to add. They get to add a sound effect. I don't know, but cursed
or
thought, cursed potential.
something free from my merch store
Oh
because
man, like imagine having a really nice shirt. I wish there were really nice shirts like this in the merch store, like with
oh,
this
there
really
are
nice
some
pattern.
fantastic that shirt you
With
can
this nice
actually
little
get
brand.
on
I
the merch
can.
store.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh,
Store.andybunny.net.
it ex- it accentuates all the right
It
places.
does. And if you don't like the Hawaiian shirt version, there is a t-shirt version of the all over.
True. Most people do opt for the Hawaiian shirt, though. I think it's
It's
just
so
tradition.
comfy.
It's really comfy. It does feel nice. Sorry, I was at the gym yesterday, so I'm very sore. So you're gonna see
Mhm.
me just casually rub my very painful arms.
We have a bunch of different new merch this year. Um, we did a tank top that said "Flexing makes you feel better." I think that was this year.
It
Um,
was.
what other, what other? We have a Team Merch Tuesday
Unla.
raglan tee, like the baseballs. It's a two tone.
It's true. That's the newest one.
That is the newest.
You've gone with the oldest new merch immediately to the newest new merch.
Well, when you started flexing for free, for those of you listening
Well,
on
yeah,
audio, Bookslap is over here flexing in his new Andy Bundy
hey,
merch.
look, I had to pay for those flexes, whether or not chat did. Like there was blood and sweat and calluses
Maybe some tears
for
in there
those
too.
flexes. I do cry a lot. That is true. Subscribe to Bookslap on Twitch and see me cry.
Okay. Oh, we also have t-shirts and hoodies that say to be cringe is to be free because
Yes, that's true.
that is good advice to live by. Um,
Because chat already knows that we're cringe.
yes, honest, they do. I
They
also
already
have
know. It's not a secret.
um a shirt with the eye emojis that says "Ha ha ha," unless there was a while where that was something that we would say a lot.
Yes, we have stopped saying that.
I didn't say that we stopped. I said there was a time when it surged.
Really? Can we have some sort of Surge merchandise? Do you remember Surge? Do you ever
Yes, I
try?
do. Um, wasn't really my thing, but it could be other people's thing.
That's true. Not everything has to be for us. And the
I'm more
90s were I go
and
back to the 90s.
there's a lot of things that would be very different if we were. Um, and a lot of people have been
Yeah,
per
there would be Surge. Sorry, I keep cutting you off. I'm too excited
no,
and
you're
cursed
fine,
today.
you're fine. Um, I love it. But there are a bunch of people in the community who have been getting this merch, and in our Discord, people have been taking pictures of them in said merch. In fact, we even have, picture of myself in my polo that is now the picture on the store. There's a picture of, Bookslap in his Hawaiian shirt, what he's wearing right now, and if you buy the shirt, on your receipt, you get a little picture of Bookslap, so extra incentive to
Oh my
buy the
god, do
Hawaiian
you
shirt.
really?
You do.
Do you actually? Why is that a thing?
Because it's the primary picture.
Because it's the image of what the
Yep.
shirt's okay, great. If there's a way, one day when we do BundyCon, people can bring their receipts and I'll sign it,
There you
and
go.
it'll be I promise if somebody brings a receipt for the Hawaiian shirt to BundyCon, I will autograph it, and it will actually decrease in value, so don't bring any, like, treasured, irreplaceable receipts.
Okay, that's fair. But, did you notice something about my background, Bookslap?
It is wiggling slightly, like
It is wiggly. What is it of?
candy.
Candy.
Is
So,
there candy merch?
there's not candy merch, but
Oh, okay. Well,
I'm
never mind.
terrible at
End podcast.
transitions. Let's talk about spooky month.
It's true. We said that we wanted to do an intro for like 5 minutes, and we're 20 minutes into this podcast already. And I also promised that I would keep us on track. So we've already been talking about Spooky Month a little bit, and these
Mhm.
two things are going to kind of bleed together. But before we get into like spooky games and what we've been doing on stream to celebrate Spooky Month, Andy, do you have any spooky, chilling, terrifying October traditions or anything that you do? Or anything you
Um,
did?
a
Because
lot
at
of
this point, that month is over.
that's true. A lot of what we'll do is, traditions in terms for Halloween, October, we'll carve pumpkins. That's always a, typical tradition that we do in my family's house. We also watch a lot of different scary movies, which we've also done in our movie nights. That will
We'll get
have
to
been
that a little bit later.
gracious. Yes. We, actually, I haven't watched the one tradition that I didn't get to do this year. We didn't watch It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, but,
Actually, this is the first year in many years that I haven't watched that either.
well, we might have to change that maybe after we record. Impromptu movie night.
The movie afternoon,
Yeah,
it's 2:43 right now. I don't know.
okay.
That's pretty spooky for 2:43. Maybe
Maybe
at
Sunday.
2:45.
Maybe 2:40. Okay. We might still be talking then.
Us? These two chatterboxes? Doesn't seem likely.
Um, honestly, for there's not a ton of traditions typically that we have for Halloween. There's those, our church does a trunk and treat where people from our community come and bring their cars, decorate them up, and then a bunch of kids from the community come and get candy. Um,
Now, if you did a trunk or treat, you surely dressed up or like had some sort of theme, right? There had to be something that you did.
yes, for this year,
Chat, I'm hinting.
this last year, um, we did a Mario Brothers theme. So, we actually didn't come up with the theme. One of the other ladies did, because they had a bunch of props that they used. And if I remember, I'll try and put some pictures in over us while we talk. But we did a Mario theme, and I dressed up as Waluigi. We also had a
Oh,
warrior.
I was gonna tell people, guess which one Andy was, but then he just told you. So you can still guess, but
Mm,
you know, just
we
back up the podcast a minute and hit pause and think, oh, he was probably DK, right?
funny enough, my mom was DK. And then we also had a Lakitu, a Bowser, and a Luigi, I think? No, we didn't have a Luigi.
I like how you didn't have Mario or Luigi.
We had Mario riding a Yoshi. That's what it was.
Oh, okay, right, got
And we were supposed to have a
it.
Luigi, but the person didn't remember their costume, so we had to improvise. Um,
That you know what? That's maybe the best way to be Luigi is to forget your costume.
Mhm.
Maybe the most appropriate way that you could do it. Man, I love Luigi. As a younger brother, I resonate with Luigi.
See, I'm the oldest and a brother, so I'm more of a Mario person. Although, if I had to choose, I typically lean more towards the Waluigis
He just likes the mustache.
and the purple. Um, do you have any traditions that you do during October for Halloween?
No, you know what? I am not really a Halloween person. I am very much a Christmas. I am a holiday person. I have been waiting. I have been had the hair dryer on, trying to thaw out Mariah to so we can accelerate this. I've been worshiping at that altar. Um, eh, no, I'm not really. I've been trying to get more into it, but for me, it's mostly a hurdle that we have to get past so that it'll become socially acceptable for me to be excited about Christmas. And we're there, by the way. We are finally there. And there's nothing between now and Christmas.
Hmm. Bookslap hates food confirmed. Um,
Wow. Wow. You know what? It would be weird if this was the first time I had been accused of hating food, but my brother is convinced that I don't even like food. So, true
see,
story. Actual real thing. He's convinced that I don't even like food.
interesting. I was more talking because that's, I mean,
I know.
I could have said that you weren't thankful because the next big holiday is Thanksgiving. I don't start anything Christmas until after that.
Look, I don't decorate. I control myself. I don't decorate for Christmas until the weekend after Thanksgiving. That is a Thanksgiving tradition of mine. Is decorating for Christmas happens the weekend after.
Hmm.
So that's close. But sometimes like, come on. Thanksgiving, I am grateful all the time. I tell you how grateful I am for you, like
I
literally
know.
every day. Don't tell me that I'm not thankful. Chat, before we started this podcast, I was like, Andy, I'm so grateful to know you and have you in my life. I was like being the most thankful little guy.
Hmm. That's why I didn't
And
say
this
that.
this is what I get.
I went the food route. You're welcome.
Look, I'm just saying, Thanksgiving is a perfectly fine holiday, but it's a holiday where the whole thing is that you see your family, blood relatives, chosen family, whatever. You see your family and you eat food. That's the baseline of every other holiday. So, so I just need a little bit. I just need a little bit more than that.
It's
I'm
the
not saying that
appropriate.
you can't. I'm not saying you can't be happy for Thanksgiving. Look, invite me to Thanksgiving and change my mind.
We'll see what I can do. All right. But before we get too much into the Thanksgiving discussion, let's talk about what we did during October, not just traditions, but maybe on our streams because I streamed, you streamed, we all streamed.
We all streamed. I was on a slight delay.
You're all good. Um, I mean, I already kind of talked about the games that I played, but I can recap the ones that I played on my stream. Let's see. I played the Backrooms Escape Together for a Teamwork Tuesday with Bookslap. We did, yeah. That's
We didn't escape. We didn't escape. We didn't actually finish it for Teamwork
we got
Tuesday.
very
We might.
close.
We got very close. We might go back and finish it. We might do that. I think we're
We are on the last level.
on the last level, and we tried really hard on our last stream, and then the game decided to meme us with instant death on our final attempt. It's
Yes,
like,
it did.
cool. Thanks, game.
I guess let's talk about the games as we as we list them. I guess it makes it a little bit easier, especially you can input on the Teamwork Tuesday parts.
I will input on lots of things.
Yes,
I can barely not talk. I'm the
that's
chattiest
good.
introvert you know.
Um, and I'm the not chattiest extrovert. That's hmm,
It's weird, right?
it is
How we
weird.
like fit together in that way. Yeah.
But, I enjoyed Backrooms Escape Together even though I was dead for half of it.
I did escape from many of the levels with Andy dead behind me. That is
Mhm.
true. That did happen multiple times.
And the real boss of that game was the shader compiling.
Yeah, we don't really play games like that very often. Neither of us, not even like privately or
Mhm,
off stream. So the very first time that we had to play it, we were actually pivoting. Our original plan was actually to play Cult of the Lamb, which I
mhm,
kind of still want to play. It's just that you have to do Steam remote play to do it in
mhm,
co-op because they have a. For anybody who doesn't know, it does. Even though the game's been out for a while, they added co-op for it. They added a player two option. And we were really excited to try it. It was going to be great. Have Twitch integration and all of this stuff. Really cool game. The remote play on Steam does not work very well. If you've never tried it, don't don't get your hopes up for like anything, especially not while you're trying to stream.
mhm.
So we actually had to pivot from that game during a stream, and then realize that Backrooms has a lot of shaders.
Lots and lots of shaders.
What?
That's when we found out, "Oh, turn the game on before you start streaming."
Learn something every day.
Mhm. And I'm gonna go alphabetically for the rest of these games too. But out of 10, how would you rate the Backrooms Escape Together?
I would actually rate it like an 8.5. I
Okay.
would give it like an 8.5. It was fun.
I'd probably do like a 7. So similar,
Okay.
maybe just not as positive, but not my type of game.
I like scary games. I
Mhm.
don't like scary movies, but I like scary games.
That's fair.
So I did enjoy it a great deal, and I would like to play more similar games. It does get a little repetitive.
Mhm.
Also, I get jump scared. Andy does not. So I'm there like, like left, right, and sideways and having a great time. And Andy is there like, oh, a monster is in front of me. Oh, look at this. I will complete the objective. Just like oddly calm about the whole thing. and, and I'm there puckering.
Yep.
That is the word. Like a lemon head.
Yep. Exactly. Like a lemon head. So the next game,
I feel like I feel like you said it a little more like, uh-huh. Yeah, that's what it's like.
I hear
Assume positive intent.
assuming positive intent. The next game I did, well, not the next game. The next game alphabetically was Banjo-Kazooie: The Layer Witch Project. We actually streamed that last night on Halloween. Um,
How did you like that?
I enjoyed it. It was, Mark Kirko, who is probably the most renowned Banjo-Kazooie ROM hacker, put this together, and he announced it a few weeks ago. "Hey, I'm putting this out. It might be done on, like, the Sunday. It might it might be done the next day. I'm not sure yet." I was a backer, Patreon backer for him, so I could have played it on Sunday. Um, but
Didn't it
literally,
get released like minutes before you went on stream?
yes, it got released minutes before I went on to stream, so I didn't get to do it on Sunday, but waited until the public release. It is actually a publicly available ROM hack now. I enjoyed it. It was a lot grittier and a lot more of a, it's a .exe, but not. Lots of jump scares, but not the audio type. More graphical jump scares and lots of gore, kind of stuff like that.
A
Gameplay,
surprising amount of gore.
a surprising amount of gore, and it went from 0 to 10 very quickly, in the words of Raven, and she was right. I, wasn't expecting a lot of things that happened, and I accidentally stumbled on the thing that helped me get the good ending. Um, I would
Andy
rec
himboed his way to the good ending.
I
He
am
he
my
did.
way to the good ending.
He did. Yeah, he did.
So, I would, recommend watching the VOD for that. Um, Excited to see where that goes. Um,
So
I
what
would
would you rate it out of 10?
I would probably give it a 7.5. while not my favorite, it was a really well done hack. Um, there were a couple glitches here and there that were apparently intentional. I messaged Kirko after, or like this morning, just or last night, asking about a specific part that happened. I'm
So
sorry.
eepy.
I am.
He's so eepy.
If you've been on a stream, this is normal. But apparently, I was trying to help people or prevent people from going out of bounds, which is great. You just need to like extend that a little higher up.
And
But
he's just doing QA. He's just doing QA. It's
I
fine.
was just doing QA. That's true. But yeah, no, I would love to see something a little bit more fleshed out in that style. But it was different because I don't think I've ever seen a Banjo Kazooie ROM hack like that before.
Yeah, the blood and guts horror, I feel like you said it on stream that it's a little bit more in the realm of like the Mario ROM hacks, especially
Mhm.
the Sonic ROM hacks. I mean, there's all the Sonic creepypasta from over the years.
Right. What else? Another next alphabetically, we did Castle Crashers for a Teamwork Tuesday. That was another
We
one. Oh,
we
go ahead.
did. There was a little bleed over from the previous month, but we did.
Yes, because that was right before we tried Cult of the Lamb, right?
Mhm.
And so we finished
Yeah, and
that.
it was fun to do a little bit of beat 'em ups. Andy, as always, rescued the
I did.
princesses. You know, I didn't throw the fights at all. The PvPs, not even a little bit. He
I
won
enjoyed it
fair
though.
and square.
Yeah. Ugh.
We had a good time. Those side scrolling beat 'em up type games, they're good. They're good for a Teamwork Tuesday. I
Mhm.
think we might do more.
We'll
Who
see.
knows?
As long as there's no friendly fire, I'm good. What are you
Yeah, one of
talking
us will
about?
be good. The friendly fire. And so Andy once there's a clip of Andy hitting me with a pipe when we were playing Streets of Rage, and I'm like, with a pipe, and then
Yep.
afterwards he's like, please don't be mad at me, and I'm like, I'm not. It's
It
okay.
was a bit,
It's been a bit.
but
Not a bit.
I think
Got to
I'd rate
commit to the bit.
Castle Crashers like a 7 though.
I'd say 7. Yeah, I'd say 7. It's fun. It's a little dated,
Very.
but
It was
it's
originally
fun.
on what,
I'd,
360?
I think it was a 360 game. Yeah.
Mhm. So next alphabetically was Castlevania on the NES, which I played through on the Castlevania Classics collection on my Switch too. Um, I crashed it a
So you
couple
got
times.
that did happen. You did. There were times where the game said, "Go bed,
Yes, yes,
go
there
bed,
are.
Anthony."
There are clips.
But, you,
Look at my
but if
clips.
but yeah, look at those clips. I bet some very hardworking mods in chat make those clips. Could
Yes.
definitely watch them. But you got through the whole game without dying, though. So
No.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I think I died a lot and then I didn't game over.
You know, I'm going to abuse my mod powers and say that you definitely didn't die over 500 times or whatever the count
Oh yeah,
was.
we had a tracker.
There was a counter. There was a counter, and at one point you just turned it off because it was like, you know what?
Well, because
Let's just keep
no one
going.
was tracking it.
I'm
So
sorry. I was at the gym. Those flexes do not build themselves.
I wasn't blaming you.
Just feeling a little bit blamed.
It was JJ, obviously.
It's obviously JJ's fault. So how did you? It was your first Castlevania, right? It was your
It
first
was my
time.
very first Castlevania. I I enjoyed it. It was challenging, very dated, but so it had that Nintendo hard.
Oh yeah, that's like one of the Nintendo hard games.
Yeah,
Honestly, I've never beaten it, so the fact that you actually did, pretty impressive. I've never
and
finished it.
I must have enjoyed it because I played 3 more Castlevanias after it.
What would you give Castlevania 1 out of 10? I mean, we got to keep this up since we've been doing
Yes.
it.
Um, Probably a 6.5.
Okay, so that's in like the context of today. You'd give it a six and
Yes.
a half. Okay,
Higher, it
that's
would
fair.
have been higher up if I would have gotten it back in the day, except it didn't have save states back in the day. Actually, no. Let me change my answer. I'm gonna go with 7.5 because I have save states.
There was a point in which we had to remind Andy that save states exist.
I don't use them that often.
Neither do I.
But definitely enjoyed that. If we keep going, actually, I'm going to change this a little bit because they're all kind of in a group. But the next one I played was Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, but I only did a Bloody Tears percent run of it.
Please explain the rules of the Bloody
So
Tears percent. Mm,
so Bloody Tears is a song in the game, right? And
quite famously.
it's a very well-known song. And I was like, so that's the biggest part of this game. Well, I am going to play the game until I hear the song. And then after I hear the song, I'm going to call it. So the Bloody Tears percent is I will play the game until I hear the song, and then that'll be time.
So, chat, if you've never played Castlevania 2, I want you to know two things about this song. It plays outside in the like woods and graveyards areas. Like it doesn't play in towns. It plays outside during the day. You only literally have to go one screen during the day to get there. Those are the only two things that you need to know. During Andy's run, he was his typical self and was exploring and was talking to people. He was being the extrovert. He was talking to people and exploring, and he passed an entire day on the first screen so that when he went to the next screen, it plays a different song at night. And we had to wait and keep adventuring until the morning sun could vanquish the horrible night, and then you got to hear it.
To be fair, I had never played the game before, so I didn't know that.
No, it was amazing. I loved it. Please do it again. It was my favorite run of Castlevania 2, and that was my favorite. That was my Castlevania game as a kid. So I was very blurst as a child, and that was the one that I that I played. It was amazing. Perfect. 10 out of 10. No notes on the run, other than do it again.
It's a terrible day to have a curse or something like that.
He knows.
Um, and I don't know which one came next, in terms of release, but I also played Castlevania Symphony of the Night for an extended amount of time. Got both the
You
bad
did beat
and the
that
good
game.
ending, but not the
You did.
100% ending. Yes.
You did. That's
Favorite
true.
sub Oh, and also Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, I'm not going to rate it because I played, like, 10 minutes of it maybe.
You give it a horrible night to have a curse out of 10.
Yes, exactly. Um, but Symphony of the Night, I enjoyed. It took Castlevania 1 and 2 and maybe others that I didn't play and made it better. So it was more of that, let's go find things, let's go beat things, let's explore. Um, my favorite sub weapon was the salt.
Salt.
Yes, which purifies things.
It makes sense to me.
Um,
Adds a little bit of flavor to the run.
exactly. Apparently not the everyone's favorite sub weapon, but
No,
it's
some
fine.
of chat was horrified that you were using the salt. They were like, "What?" And meanwhile, you're like tossing it out left, right, and sideways and making it work. You put it to use.
Like pocket sand.
Yeah, he was pocket salting all the vampire, all the creatures of the night.
Yep,
I
it was
want you to
great.
picture Andy just pocket salt into a vampire's face.
Yes.
Man, if someone can Photoshop that, I appreciate that. Please and thank you.
But then the last Castlevania Symphony of the Night, I'm gonna give it an 8.5 out of 10. I enjoyed it.
And you know what? You know what you're actually commenting on a lot is that it made things from Smash Ultimate make like more sense
That
because
too.
you got some of the background for characters and the settings and music and things because there was a lot that they borrowed from Symphony of the Night to put into that game to represent those characters.
Yes, I
So
totally forgot about that,
yeah,
but yes, you are right. Um, the last Castlevania game that I played was Castlevania on the Nintendo 64. I haven't finished that one yet.
Which is tradition. People generally do not finish that game for
I have got
multiple reasons.
I've gotten fairly far though. I mean, I just last night after the banjo ROM hack, I finally did the little mission with the magical nitro and taking it to the big wall with the giant rat that apparently I'm going to fight next time I play that game, which may or may not be Sunday. We'll see.
Because Andy is determined. You know what? You beat the original Castlevania. You might as well beat Dracula's most cursed incarnation,
Well,
64.
blurst gameplay is kind of my specialty.
Kind of your thing.
It is kind of
You
my thing.
are always excited. You are always excited to play Superman 64. Yeah, it's like I wonder who sent you that game, knowing that it is that you enjoy blurst content. That's so strange. I wonder how that ended up
There
there.
was
It
there
must
was
have been a curse. It just showed up on your doorstep.
there was no name on the um
Yeah,
in the packaging, so
it just something happened and
whoever
somebody just
knows.
knew.
Um Might need to change my address though. But
So would you give that like what, a blurst out of 10?
I haven't finished it,
Since you're
but
not done. Well, you're not done. So
blurst out of 10, sure.
yeah, blurst out of 10. Come on, we're committing to a bet. We're committing to a bet.
Currently, if I had to pick a number for that, I'd probably go with a 5 though after 3 hours of moving magical nitro
I
or
feel like
more.
chat for reference in this sequence, this is a platforming game. A platforming game where you are fighting monsters. While you are carrying the nitro, you are not allowed to jump or fight monsters.
Oh, you can fight, you just can't get hit.
I thought you couldn't use the whip at all
You can use the whip.
while you're running.
You can
Oh,
just not
okay.
get hit.
You can't jump and you can't get hit. Okay, yeah. So they're removing two core elements of a combat platformer and saying, "Hey, no,
Yep.
bad."
It was something.
That is game design 102,
As I
actually.
said, I don't wanna I wanna finish it, mainly because people are like, "I've never gotten this far."
It's a secret to everyone.
Exactly. Um, as I said, next on our list, Cult of the Lamb we tried, but because of this Steam Play Together, we couldn't get to work. It
It
was
was a
bad.
great 5 minutes.
It was a good
Yeah,
slideshow.
it was a great slideshow.
And then, so we'll skip past that in our overview, but, Mario Party 2, I played that last week and
You
just
did?
did a 20 turn. Oh, because I
Because
was
you were
testing
testing.
the vertical, um, streaming. So if you watch on Twitch Mobile, I have a specialized vertical scene for those people. So that's easier
For
to watch.
those people.
I mean, not everybody's sitting and watching on their TV or computer. I can tell you by the
I
analytics that's the case.
I can honestly not imagine watching Twitch on my TV. I've never done that.
Oh, I've done that a lot. I have
I
my
have
TV up there.
I have never watched Twitch. No, I'm sure it's something that one could do. I've never done it. I don't even use that TV back there. I don't remember the last time it was even on.
Lloyd is disappointed. Yeah.
I know he likes to watch SNL clips on the free Samsung channels. He does. He actually will do that.
Mhm.
I bet the holiday music channel is Christmas music now.
Oh, it could be.
I bet it
There's
is.
there's I think 2 Thanksgiving songs. So
Is one of them the Thanksgiving song from Bob's Burgers?
there are 3 Thanksgiving songs. I was thinking Over the River and Through the Woods, um, has been considered a Thanksgiving song, and then It's Thanksgiving by the same guy who wrote Friday.
Okay. Sure.
Those are the 2 I can think of,
Sure.
but apparently the
Okay.
one from Bob's Burger makes it 3.
Well, there's a whole episode where they're trying to write like a Thanksgiving carol or something.
Probably for that reason. Um, but the last game that I played this month was Peak for Teamwork Tuesday because they introduced the desert or
The
mesa.
Mesa.
Yeah,
Mesa,
that was um,
which is terrible. We don't like the Mesa.
yeah, that was something. I
I'd certainly love getting tossed into a cactus from an explosion because there's dynamite, or from a whirlwind,
mhm.
being eaten by an antlion, stung by a scorpion. It's great.
Mhm.
Burned by the sun. Very dangerous. Very
Yep,
dangerous
just
place
like
to
real
hike.
life.
Just like life. Let's stay inside and play video games.
Yes. Um, I don't know if I have a specific one that I would consider my favorite, but I don't know what if I'll continue with Castlevania next year for October, or if I go to a different franchise like, I don't know, Resident Evil or something like that. We'll see. Um, for November, December, I don't know what games I'll be playing. I have some ideas for Christmas themed stuff, but before then,
I
I
know
have
there's
no
one
idea.
Christmas game that you're going to be playing. I won't spoil it for
Two.
chat. I know of one Christmas game that you'll be playing, but I won't spoil it for chat. Do it? Is it two?
I've
Maybe I
told you
do know
two.
both.
I've told you of two of
Yeah,
them.
okay. No, I do know of two. I was just thinking of the one. Okay. I was
Yep.
just thinking of the one, but when you said two, I was like, wait a minute. Yeah.
Yep. You'll find out when I get that more established and maybe set up a schedule like a responsible person. Um, but Bookslap, what did you do over October on your stream?
Nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
That's not true.
I was
You streamed more
I
than I
was
did.
I did. That's because I got caught up in like a whole thing. I was playing Resident Evil. I was playing one of my favorite games. Resident Evil is one of my favorite franchises in video games, and I was playing one of my favorite games in my favorite franchise, a Resident Evil 2 remake, where I was trying to. I've played it a bunch of times. For anybody who does watch my streams, like I like to do achievements and challenges and things. And I've already done, before I had started streaming, I already did all the achievements for RE2 remake. So it's like, well, what else is there to do, right? Well, I decided to challenge myself to beat one of the scenarios, because there's four, but to pick a scenario and beat it without taking any damage. Do a damageless run, not a hitless run. Those are different according to the rules. A hitless run is way more insane. But a damageless or a no damage run, I did it. I did it. It took both longer and shorter than I was expecting. Um, but I was successful. I did do it. I did it. I did it before the end of October. My challenge was to try to get it done during the terrifying month of October. It was, I think, I think I did an extra stream one time because I was like, no, I can do this. It took 6 or 7 streams of like 4+ hours each. Um, yeah, I was like, we went from our first run, our PB was like 17 hits. Um, big juicy zombie bites, claws to the face, all the normal dog bites, all the normal stuff. Um, but every run we were like chunking it down, and it only took a couple runs to get down to a PB of 1. We just needed to actually get through it without taking damage, and that was the hardest part. That was the part that broke me a little bit.
But you did it.
um, I did do it. We kept getting to like the final boss, which is not the hardest part. The second and third bosses are way harder, and I had to like devise a strategy of like, okay, run here, use this item at this time, wait here, bait out this attack, use this other item, trick the boss into this spot, get the position. Like there was a whole plan that I had to make up for both of those. I even had to start to use a somewhat cheese strat where I just kept stunning the third boss over and over again with a weapon that I was saving up the whole time. It was fine. It's not a big deal, right? We get to boss 4, which I have played and done damageless many times, just playing normally. Like it's not that hard. we kept getting memed. For anybody who's just listening, I just did a big exaggerated eye roll with my whole head. If you couldn't see that, because we kept getting memed. We I think we got to the final boss damage free twice before we actually did it, and let me tell you, that is demoralizing. Take it, and then we'd keep playing just to finish the run, and the boss had like two more hits until he was defeated. So it was like, oh, it turned me into a zombie sound effect. But we did manage it. We did get through it. I still have to actually edit that. I'm really bad about putting things up on my VOD's channel. Um, Edit it and put it up onto my channel. But we did it. We did manage it. I would like to do more. I've thought about doing. I did it for Claire, the one character. I'd like to maybe do a different run for Leon. I did her like second scenario, the B run, they call it. Maybe doing like Leon's A run, the like flip side. And that would be different because he has like, different challenges and different weapons, and I hate his weapons way more. I picked Claire because I felt like she was easier, even though a lot of people feel the other way. Yeah, so maybe I don't know. Maybe we'll just do that for fun. Maybe we'll refine that a little bit. But that was good. I really enjoyed that. It was a good spooky month challenge. Um,
Nice.
and then we did some randomizers. We had fun playing same game randomizers. Really turn everything on its head, moving around items, moving around enemies, the door locks, just letting it all go, letting it be extra weird. Very challenging, but something we did complete. Once we tried a couple different seeds. It takes more time, but we did manage it. It was the first randomizer I've ever played. He is so eepy. Look at him eeping. Um, we did. For anyone just listening, Andy just let out a very large yawn, which I had to acknowledge. Um, Yeah, and then you know what? It's actually not finished. We're gonna do on the next stream. It'll be tomorrow, so you can look backwards at it by the time you hear this. But we're gonna do a crowd control run of RE2, just to full goblin chaos mode. I hope people are really mean to me, and I hope I get to live to regret that and have a supercut of me saying, "Wow, I hope people are really mean to me when I do this." And then it's just a cut to me like getting crunched over and over again. You know,
Yeah.
nice supercut.
So do you have aside from the crowd control, are there any other announced or other games that you plan on streaming in November?
So we're gonna go. I have them right here. I already made purchases, and I love physical media, so I didn't download them at all. But we're gonna be playing Psychonauts 2. It will be our next game that we'll be doing. I don't know. We'll probably just do a regular playthrough of it. I don't think we'll do all the achievements or all the trophies or anything. I haven't really decided. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And then actually, we'll go back into spookiness because we're going to be playing. It's the Shine. We're going to be playing Silent Hill F, or Silent Hilf, as I insist on calling it. And that'll take us in. That'll probably take us into December. Um, and then after that, I know what I'm playing for like the rest of the year. Unlike Andy, who's not sure, I already know everything else that I'm playing, except for Teamwork Tuesday. But I do kind of know what we'll be playing for November. We just have to get that set up.
Hmm. And
Because
yeah,
even though apparently I hate Thanksgiving, I am thinking about Thanksgiving themes.
interesting.
I've already told. What do you mean interesting? I've already told you about it. What do you mean?
So, um, talking about our streams, our communities, let's talk about different things that's happened in our Discord, in the Bundy's Bear Cave Discord in the last month. I don't want to talk about, all year, but let's maybe focus more on this last month, stuff that's happened there.
Yeah, there have been two really interesting things. So we talked about movie night a bit,
Hmm.
right? We have our movie night on Wednesdays when we remember. We spin a wheel, and the wheel we spin it a couple of times. It gives us some options, and then we vote on the movie, and then that way everybody has some input. So that's how we determine those Saturday movies, right? But that's Saturday movies. In on Wednesdays themselves, I once coined something called midweek movie madness because alliterations bring my little heart a lot of joy. And that was actually me just saying, you know what? I want to watch this movie. I'm going to watch it in Discord, and whoever wants to come and join me, like, you're more than welcome. Well, one of our wonderful longtime Discord members, Dipole, actually decided, you know what? I want to watch some scary movies. And anybody who wants to come and join, that would be a lot of fun. So he took it upon himself and he brought us movie. He hosted spooky movie nights on Wednesdays, and they were a big success. We had a lot of fun.
Awesome. Yeah. We all of those are on our movie night spreadsheet as well.
It's
Um,
true. Of course, they get added. Yeah.
they get added. We watched Clown in the Cornfield, Totally Killer, Dawn of the Dead, the more recent one, and Murder Party for those spooky movies. Um,
Maybe some movies. I guess, with the exception of Dawn of the Dead, probably movies that people haven't heard of. Dipole's a little bit of a spooky movie connoisseur.
mhm.
They were all movies that I had not seen myself. And they kind of ranged from like actual scary movie to spoof of scary movies to B movie schlock to just real weird. Murder Party was a very weird movie.
That it was. Other movie night movies that we watched were Breakfast Club, Troll 2, the first scary movie, Cabaret, American Tail, and American Tail 5 Goes West. And that's it for, and then we have whatever we're watching tonight.
Wait, are you saying that Cabaret is a scary movie, or are you saying that Troll 2 is a scary movie?
Well,
I'm,
Troll
I'm not
2,
sure.
the parody
Okay.
movie called Scary Movie.
Oh, oh, okay, got it. I just heard it as you were accusing Cabaret of being a scary movie, and I was like, wow, that is unexpected. Okay, all right, you're entitled to your opinion.
And then Cabaret. Those were the non-scary or the non-midweek movie madness movies. Although I think Troll 2 might have been a midweek movie.
It's possible. You know what? It probably was.
It was on
You know what?
October
It's
8th. Yes,
fine.
it was.
What the important thing is that we watched movies together and we had a good time,
We
and you
did.
should join us.
Agreed. Yeah, we watched 9 movies this month.
You know, I've said it before, but I would definitely not watch nearly as many movies, just period,
Mm.
if we didn't have these Discord movie nights. And one thing that I am thankful for are Discord movie nights, where we get to hang out together and see movies, whether they are recent, whether they're old. And you know what? That movie night list actually has a really wide range of stuff on it:
Oh, yeah.
comedies, action movies, animated stuff. Like,
There's
we
some stuff
welcome
I haven't seen in
suggestions,
it.
right? There's even things that the man himself has not seen.
Yeah. So, aside from movies, shout out to all of those who have participated in the Fit Fam, the encouragement, all of the movie stuff, not movie stuff, workout stuff, um, and just all of that. I definitely applaud all of the accountability and everything that's kept keep posting, keep going. It's awesome.
It's been, it's been really nice. People sharing information, sharing questions, asking about like workout routines, about like gear and all sorts of things. It's been good. There's been a lively discussion. It's become one of the more active parts of the Discord.
And so, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't normally think about
Yeah,
a Discord where it's a lot of gamers and people talking about their games and their magic cards and all that stuff being like this hive of physical activity and people, but we really support everyone trying to improve their lives, take control of their health, and support each other, because like that stuff is hard,
Hmm.
and we care about all of you. We want you to be around for a long time, so please take care of yourselves,
Yes,
and join in on
exactly.
the discussion.
That's
every little bit every little bit counts.
one thing I'm pretty sure we all have in common. We have physical bodies.
I don't know. I'm still questioning whether a few members are actually like incorporeal in some way.
Mm,
Maybe not like a ghost, but they're like from like some sort of ethereal realm.
got it.
They're astral projecting into the Discord. It's possible.
It is definitely possible. There's some
You
and then
know,
some.
I mean, some people never show up on cam, even though they're like in voice chat, which is fine. You don't have to be on camera. I just
Mhm.
assume you're a ghost.
It makes sense to
You're a
me.
vampire who doesn't show up on cam. That's that's why
Um,
Andy has the
that's
garlic
probably
salt. The garlic
um
salt.
yes. There's been some other good discussions in. I mean, just I can't think of any specific ones off the top of my head, but every time there's always someone talking about something, which is great.
Or like anytime there's something, like we do a lot of chatter for every one of these Nintendo Directs, like big
Mhm.
fans of those Kirby Directs. We had a good time watching those together, sharing info, sharing excitement, because I know I will be definitely manning my man Bandana Waddle D, the player
Yes.
too.
And I'm gonna probably go with either Kirby or Chef Kawasaki.
Really, Kirby, not Gooey? I'm surprised.
Gooey too. I mean, he is the derpiest, but
My main, just like in Smash, I think my true main is always the random button. So I hope they
Mhm.
have that. Let me let me have the
We'll find
random
out.
button.
It's a Sakurai
We'll
game, so
find-
most likely.
It's true. And it sounds like it might be a great game to have some community night games. We've been doing a
Mhm.
little bit of community nights, right?
We've done a few. We need to do more, but that's just that's my
One of
preference. I
many
just
goals.
yes, one of many goals. Well, speaking of goals, what kind of things are we expecting for our next podcast? Because we should probably start wrapping this up. We are about an hour into recording.
True. We did roughly estimate that this was going to be an hour long,
Mhm.
but before we started, I told Andy, it's like, look, don't worry about time. However long we go is going to be great, because we got a lot to cover. So it's going to be
Mhm.
fine. Next time, I mean, I think at the moment there's still a lot of flexibility for the life in the bear cave,
Mhm.
in terms of like what we want to cover, whether we want to have any special episodes, how regularly we want to have episodes, if there's any particular special topics we want to cover. I think right now we're maybe thinking that this is going to be monthly to start.
Monthly makes the
I
most
think,
sense to me, mainly
yeah.
for my time and making sure that it gets out on a consistent basis, so I don't have to do it once a year.
Hey, you've already beaten that by like 100%. It's true. And in chat, you're looking at or listening to the two busiest people you know. Number one is Andy. Number two is me.
Mhm. And if you have any suggestions, questions, comments, what have you, use the podcast discussion channel in the Bundy Bear Cave Discord. If you're not in the Discord for some reason, why not? But if you want to be, you can use discord.gg/Bundy, and that will get you into the Bundy's Bear Cave. You will have to probably authenticate and make sure you agree to rules and stuff before you can chat. But that's just for our safety. Mhm,
Yeah. Otherwise, if you're a little bit sus, I'll have my eye on you.
mhm,
Don't be that. But yeah, we want feedback. We want to know what you think. This has all been a little bit experimental. The format and the topic and how we move through things, that's all subject to change. If you have
mhm.
questions, if you have things in particular that you want us to talk about, if you have things that you want to just dig deeper into, or just any feedback about any of this, we want to hear it. You want to hear
Yeah.
all of it? Let us know. We're interested in doing this. It's fun. If we weren't recording this, Andy and I would have all of these discussions anyway, but
Hmm.
it might as well turn into content.
Exactly. And I'm looking forward because I know there are a handful of people who have been asking about the podcast coming back, and I enjoy doing it. It's just blocking out the time to do it and having someone to keep me on track.
Yeah. Someone to say, hey, are we doing that? Are we doing that this week?
Exactly.
Hey, what's happening? That's that's me. That's
Mhm.
me. Like me.
But yeah, no. As I said, if you're not a part of the Discord, which I think is where most of this discourse will happen, um,
Ooh, good one.
yes, you can join us by going to discord.gg/Bundy, Bundy. Um, And if you want to follow me on Twitch, you can go to twitch.tv/Andy_Bundy. And I would also suggest that you follow Bookslap, twitch.tv/Bookslap. If you are a sub to either of our channels, you can use our emotes in the Bundy Bear Cave Discord.
It's true. We've got some nice ones. Andy, plenty of nice emotes. I added a bunch recently.
Mm,
There's primo emotes you're gonna want.
that was another thing that happened this month that I forgot to talk about earlier. But
There's a lot of stuff. Look, there's a
Mhm.
lot of stuff.
And I hope
A
it
lot of
doesn't
things
stop
going on.
anytime soon.
It's not. I think the snowball is already rolling.
Mm,
And it's gonna crash right into the town at the bottom of the hill. There will be no survivors. It's got dark really quick, but it's still the spooky month podcast.
that's true. But
So that's fine.
I guess we should probably sign off and call
We
this an
should.
episode. That way I can get to where I need to be here soon, and then you can get to what you're doing soon, which is hosting movie night after your
Oh,
nap.
sorry. I'm not gonna nap. I'm gonna play a game to work on a future Teamwork Tuesday endeavor because there's always things going. But yeah, any final words before we sign off, Mr.
No,
Bundy?
just for one, thank you all who are listening, who are watching. Um, this community, I can't do a podcast about my community without the community. And so thank you guys for watching, for supporting the subscribers, anyone who rates into the channels on Twitch or participates in discussions, even leaving those little reactions on different messages. It's all seen, it's all heard, it's all appreciated. So thank you so much. And I will see you next time, whenever that next podcast will be. Hopefully, it won't be 10 months from now.
Next month. It'll be next month, episode 3. We'll
Episode.
be reviewing November. Yeah. No, I'm gonna put it out there right now. It's happening.
Well,
It's gonna
I know
happen.
it'll be.
Chat, don't worry, I'll make sure.
Yes, thank you. Do you have anything else to add in Bookslap before we call it?
I mean, I could gush on about how streaming and time in the Discord and all of you are really just such a valuable social outlet for me and for Andy, and how much we really do appreciate you, and that it cannot be overstated. But I won't. I'll just let it go. You already know.
All right. Well, with that, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. Later.
Bye, friends.